Hi everyone, it's Sierra. Thank you all very much for joining me here today. For today's video, we are going to see what messages would like to come for everyone watching today. I will be focusing on the end of this year. 2023 is when I am filming this. I will also be focusing on messages for next year of 2024. I have two groups for you all to choose from. I have group number 1 with the black tourmaline crystal and group number 2 with the rose quartz crystal. I will just let you all have a look at group number 1, closer look at your crystal, black tourmaline. Group number 2, rose quartz. Before I get into this reading, I just want to give a quick disclaimer that this is a general reading, meaning that I am reading for whoever's watching this video, and that can be 50 people, it can be 1,000 people. So also use your own intuition, use your own judgment when you watch these types of readings so that you know which messages are for you and how they resonate. And even if something applies to maybe somebody else watching the video. These are more messages, not really predictions, although we'll see when we get started with the reading. Timestamps will be down below for the different groups, and I'm going to go ahead and get started with the black tourmaline for group number 1. Hi, group number 1. For those of you who chose the black tourmaline crystal, I'm going to take a quick minute to talk about this crystal. This is a crystal of protection. It has a little bit more of an aggressive, protective energy to it. If any of you have this type of crystal, then you know how it is. And there are other crystals that do have protective qualities, but this one is a lot stronger than other crystals that I've worked with personally that are also connected to protection. This is also a crystal that is connected to the root chakra, as well as physicality and groundedness. And I feel like for you guys, there is going to be more of a focus on the year of 2024. I also felt connected to this crystal, lepidolite, for you all. This is connected to the crown chakra. Some people say this is also connected to the third eye, but I would say this is more connected to the crown chakra, astral projection, lucid dreaming, connection to spirit guides, to angels, to the universe. Psychic awareness even, which you can connect that to the third eye, but just personally, I see this more as a crown chakra sort of stone. I will place it right here. I have some tarot cards and I have oracle cards. I'm going to get started with the tarot cards and we're going to see what messages would like to come for you all watching today. We have the World at the bottom of the deck. I'm just going to place the oracle cards over here. Okay, let's give this a good shuffle and let's see what messages would like to come for everyone watching who chose group number 1. The number 1 is significant. The number 1 is connected to starting something new. Okay. The Death card, Scorpio energy. And that is connected to this energy here as well with the crystals. What do we have at the bottom? The Magician. Yeah, number 1. A lot of you have been working your inner magic to bring forth new change. Some of you have been working with the law of attraction, with manifestation, spell work, ritual. More of the basic occultic practices is what you've been practicing as well, such as the middle pillar, LBRP. Yeah, okay. Learning about your will, and for some of you, this is also about teaching your will to other people. Like what their will is and what that means is what I'm getting here. The Death card is connected to cycles ending. But the question is sometimes, do you want things to die off? Do you want them to end? Because some people can say how much they hate their job, but then they're not even looking for a new job. They're not even trying to leave. They're not even trying to start something new. The Magician's about going for what you desire, going for what you want. And it's not just about selfishness. It's about what you feel in alignment with. So for example, let's say that you love gardening and you want to have a job that's surrounded by plants and herbs and all of that, but you're going for other things that you don't even want. Pay attention to the decisions that you are making. Are they in alignment with what you actually want? Because some people could say, oh, I don't really like this, or I hate this, or I don't want to live here. But then that's what they choose for themselves. That's something that I see is a theme for you in 2024, is really looking at something and saying, okay, do I actually want this? Do I feel desperate? What is going on? You're observing yourself. And you're really working with what you got with the Magician card here as well. Let's add another card to the Death card to go a little more into that energy. And this is still Scorpio season as I film this video. It's the middle of November of 2023 when I'm filming this video. 5 of Pentacles reversed. And the Knight of Wands reversed at the bottom of the deck. What have you not been doing? What have you been resisting? Some of you who have been in a relationship, for a lot of you, this is romantic. For others of you, this is just like a close friend or a close neighbor. And you have noticed how the relationship between you two, it's been dying off. You don't have that connection anymore. Both of you changed, but especially you. Whoever you are watching this video, I mean, ever since 2021, you are a different person. But you've been learning about healthy boundaries. You've been learning about, okay, what do I want to bring to the world? What do I have to offer for other people? How can I help myself whilst helping other people and being happy about that? What are my gifts? What can I bring to the world? Those are the questions I feel like a lot of you have been asking yourselves. And for some of you, this is a rebranding with the Death card and the 5 of Pentacles reversed. For some of you, you were focused a bit more on tarot, on astrology. Perhaps you were focused more on your mediumship as well. But I also see with the rebranding, you want to get more into esoteric, occult, witchcraft subjects as well. Talk more about the unconscious. Talk more about what you quote unquote shouldn't be talking about. Because some people, if they hear the word demon, they freak out. If they hear you say the word like Satanism, they freak out. And of course, there are negatives to certain people who follow those practices, but you know, it's very nuanced, all of that kind of stuff. But a lot of people, they hear even death. Death is so taboo, especially in the Western world. I would argue that death is even more taboo than sex in the Western world. Okay, I'm going to move on more to the Five of Pentacles reversed. The Pentacles are reversed here. Okay. I'm going to pull another card for that. Death is an option here, but it's also, it's something you cannot avoid. And with the Five of Pentacles, even though it's reversed here, the Five of Pentacles can be when we are sabotaging things for ourselves and for others, where we feel like life isn't fair. But also, are you falling into this victim mentality? And that's not to say that victims don't exist, because of course they do. But are you going to move past that, or are you going to stay there? The scenario that's coming into my head right now is, let's say there's somebody who has a relationship and they've been knowing for the past couple of years that it hasn't been working out. And every time they try to talk to their partner, it gets them nowhere. It's like you're running around in circles. And the question is, okay, are you going to move on from this relationship? Are you going to leave it in the past? Are you going to let it die off? Or are you going to sit there and just, woe is me, years after years? And I know sometimes being alone can be scary. Or even moving on to somewhere better, it can be scary. Even though it might be positive change, it can still really be scary. A lot of people are terrified of dying. They're terrified of death. They're terrified of Five of Pentacles reversed, which can be connected to poverty. The Five of Pentacles reversed also gives us the message of this too shall pass. And with this death card here, it's just very interesting, the message that I'm getting from it, because it's something that it's something you can't miss. You can't avoid it. But at the same time, there's something about choosing that I'm getting with this card. Like, what are you choosing? What are your decisions? What are you going to do about this? For some of you, connecting with Clove is going to be very helpful for you. And Clove is very aggressive. So let's take, for example, protective herbs. Lavender and rosemary, they have a more soft protection to them, but clove is so much more aggressive. Okay, these cards fell out, but I don't feel like those are the ones I'm supposed to pull. I just moved my hand by accident. And if they need to come back out, they will come back out. Okay. Eight of Wands reversed. And the Nine of Cups reversed. Okay. Eight of Wands is burnt out. Feeling burnt out. Nine of Cups reversed, Knight of Wands. For some of you with the Nine of Cups reversed, you haven't gotten past this stage of visualizing or just like wanting things, wishing for things. But what the Knight of Wands is telling you is to, however you can move forward, even if it's just small steps, Although, in my opinion, the Knight of Wands takes a very large leap. It's the fastest of the knights. Okay, I'm going to pull an oracle card to go with the Eight of Wands reversed. But the Eight of Wands reversed is already giving me really burnt out energy. And these two cards together, even the Death card, you've been through a lot. And for some of you, this is connected to Dark Night of the Soul. And Dark Night of the Soul simply can be just hitting rock bottom in your life. And for some of you, it's like, yeah, I've hit rock bottom at least 3 times in my life. Yeah, 3 cards. Let's see. The oracle cards. What wants to be added here? The Hope card. Okay. Does one more want to come out? Let's see. Fairy spotting reversed. Not seeing where you're going. A lot of people have so many theories about death, about where you go, about what happens. You look at so many different religions, so many different types of spiritualities. Let's see. Hope. Hope is always there, even if we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. Being drawn to the rainbow here. This card is saying there is light at the end of the tunnel. I'm going to pull another oracle card from this deck, and then I will pull another tarot card, and let's see. Yeah. Okay. I felt that card coming out. Activated Earth at the bottom of the card deck. Trust where you're led. For a second, I didn't even see these. It's like it was blank, and I just saw trust where you're led. And this kind of looks like Stonehenge in this picture. I don't remember if it's actually Stonehenge. I would have to look at the guidebook. There's a lot of magic and history and just mystical energy about Stonehenge. Let's see. Oh, these are 2 cards. Okay. A new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. We have We the Hathors reversed. I don't always take oracle cards reversed, but I will take this reversed. And then we have, what is this? All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. And again, it looks like circle of stones, like Stonehenge. Okay. What do you want for 2024? What do you want for the new year? If you really want things to change, if you really want things to be different, what are some practical steps you can take towards there? Not just visualizing, because for some of you, you've tried visualizing, you've tried positive thinking and all that, affirmations, and it works kind of, but not really. What can you do practically, even if it's something really small? And even if you can just make a plan for the next year or 2 of how you want your life to look, it's not always going to feel super great, when we are in the midst of transition. And for some of you, I also feel like 2024 is going to be a year of connecting with past on loved ones. And that is connected again to the Death card. But especially in the Hope card, I see that. Connecting with your inner magic, connecting with your intuition, and learning about what that means. Because sometimes there are many misconceptions about your intuition and what that means. And I feel like for you guys, what you've been wanting, what you've been dreaming of with the New Earth card and We the Hathors reversed, it's not going to come out of thin air, even though it's happening, but you have to put one foot in front of the other. Let's see. Any final messages? And I really want you guys to look at the artwork of these cards. Look at the pictures and also ask yourself, what does this mean for me? How do I feel a connection to these cards? Even though I'm sitting here reading all of this for you guys and interpreting everything, also I want you guys to do your part. Any final messages from the tarot? The High Priestess. Yeah, intuition, and right on this card too. What does it mean to connect to your inner magic? What does it mean to connect with the occult? To leave your bad habits behind? Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is also about taking baby steps to move forward. Eight of Cups. Walk away from what you know is no longer for you, and your intuition will guide you through that. And it's about a balance of using your critical thinking, which is more of your left brain, and also using your right brain, which is more connected to what you envision and your intuition, your creativity, what you imagine, all of that. We also have the Two of Pentacles reversed poking out. If something's too much, drop it. Three of Pentacles reversed. Letting go of people. And I feel like with this card at the bottom of the deck, you're slowly moving towards with the Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. You're slowly moving more so to the beat of your own drum, and you're learning about what you are going to use and what you're not going to use and how you're going to proceed. Even if it takes a while, I feel like in 2024, it's more about taking steps. Okay, group number one, that's all that I have for you today. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye, everyone. Hi, group number two. For those of you that chose the Rose Quartz, this is going to be your reading today. Let's see what messages would like to come for all of you watching. Rose Quartz is connected to love. It's connected to self-love. It's also connected to compassion. Very high frequency stone. We're going to start off with these oracle cards today. And let's see what messages would like to come for you all regarding the end of 2023 and the year ahead of 2024. Any messages that would like to come for you all watching today? I am picking up on animal symbolism, snakes, hawks, foxes, owls, wolves. Okay. The golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Connecting and learning about your inner child, and for some of you, even teaching this to other people. Okay. Let's see, anything else I would like to come out of this deck? I don't think so. At least not for now. Breath of the Cosmos. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Okay, I'm gonna pull some tarot cards and then I will get a little bit more into this oracle card. Let's see. Cat symbolism. Okay, I'm getting a lot of animal symbolism for this group. Animals have different meanings depending on the tradition and the culture. For some people, they will see the fox as something positive or as something negative. So that is something that you all need to ask yourselves, is what do these animals mean to me? Do I have a connection with these animals? Okay. Tell us more, please. Okay. Two of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck. Queen of Wands reversed. There's the cat symbolism there. Oh, I did not do that on purpose. I just was going to put it back on top. We have the Lovers. So this is about somebody else, but this is also about you. Okay. These cards are irrelevant. So let's just put them here. So I will keep this in mind that these cards are here. Let's see what fell. 10 of Cups. 9 of Swords. Okay. Well, I'm just looking at these again. What's underneath? 3 of Wands. Looking forward. The Sun. The Empress. Okay. Is this the top? Is this the Tower? Yeah. Tower reversed. 2023 hasn't really been your year, has it? Moving forward for 2024 with the Sun at the bottom of the deck, I do feel like it is going to be brighter. And for a lot of you, this has to do with healing your inner child. A good way to do this is to, even if it's just once a week, let's say every Friday or every Sunday, morning or night, you do a 10-minute inner child meditation. And oh my goodness, even if you just do like a 5 or 7 minute one, they can be so powerful. And even if you just feel like just randomly you're driving and you kind of feel that inner voice of your inner child that says, hey, like, look at me, talk to me. You can just simply acknowledge it. You don't have to go into a full meditation or anything like that. You can just acknowledge it. I would highly encourage, for those of you who don't really know a lot about the inner child, start looking into that. It's really going to benefit you. And it's also going to show the innocence of you, of how you've learned a lot of things that were not very helpful from your parents and from people around you. The school system even. And it's also going to change the way that you look at other people, especially children. And if you have children yourself and you think that, oh my gosh, they're whining so much, they're annoying, they're doing this, they're doing that, it's going to help you understand them as well. Okay. I have my Fairy Oracle cards here. I'm going to put this to the side. 10 of Cups, 9 of Swords. The energy you were in for 2023. You thought you were happy. You thought you found your place. And for some of you, you thought you found your home or where you were going to settle down. But then it actually turned into a nightmare with the 9 of Swords. Oh, okay. For some of you, obviously this message isn't going to apply to everyone, but there's something about losing a child. I can't ignore this message because it's very loud. And I'm I'm not saying this is going to happen, okay? But I am saying that there's at least 1 or 2 people here that lost a child. The month September and the number 9 is significant, as well as like I don't know what a rainbow gummy ball is or something like that. You thought you were happy, you thought you had everything lined up, and then this nightmare manifested. I just want to say that I'm sorry for your loss, and you have every right to be sad and to be upset. A lot of people will try to make it seem like, oh, you know, this was destiny, or, you know, they will use all of these religious or these spiritual concepts to try to make you feel like you shouldn't be sad for your child passing. For those of you where this message applies. And I just want to validate your feelings and say, yeah, you lost a child. It's not the same to connect with an angel or a spirit guide, or even just spirit itself, and then connect with a physical human or even a physical animal. And even my own angels and spirit guides have told me, we are not a substitute for socializing with actual physical humans and animals. Like, get yourself out there. Don't stay home. Don't just connect with us. Don't just connect with the trees. Like, go out there. Get into town. You need actual physical interaction with people. And I mean, that's how we're biologically wired, right? And for others of you, you thought that you found what was going to make you happy, but then actually your anxiety kicked in, worries kicked in, not really being able to sleep well. Even for some of you, having really bad nightmares about like tarantulas, spiders. That's what you've been dreaming of, some of you. Let's look more into what's going on. And obviously, not every message that I say is going to apply to everyone, because I'm reading for 50 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, however many people watch this video. Oh, okay. Let's see. Any other messages that would like to come for group number 2 watching? And that's going to bring more self-love to you, and also love for others. Because at the end of the day, some of us, we have issues with our brain. Others of us, we have been surrounded by people who influenced us in negative ways. That's something to keep in mind. We have Flourish at the bottom of the deck. The Lotus connected to the crown chakra. Okay. Let's see. Protect your dreams and abundance. You are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you're ready to release them. Okay. Abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there's enough abundance for everyone. And this looks like a lotus as well, that she's sitting on top of. Oh yes, we did have this at the bottom of the deck. So I was going to say, I thought I saw a lotus somewhere else. These are more for 2024. Okay, let's pull a tarot card before I really get into those. 2024 for group number 2. The High Priestess. I feel like this is a collective card for everyone for this year, or for 2024, more like it. I don't know if I said 2022 or 2024. 6 of Pentacles reversed and the King of Cups upright. Okay. Connecting to your intuition, connecting to your inner magic, and really balancing the light and dark aspects of you. So balancing your positive emotions and your negative emotions, and not demonizing if you feel like crap, or if you have anxiety, or you're worried about something. And you see, especially a lot of tarot readers and just spiritual people who say, oh no, like just stop it. Stop being negative. Stop being mad. Stop being sad. You need to get into the vortex and all that kind of stuff, which I don't really agree with, because if you're sad and you try to suppress it, not a lot of positive comes from that. You have a right to take a day off, to be sad, to be upset, to be angry. Six of Pentacles reversed, and the High Priestess is giving the message of, for 2024, pay attention to what needs to change and where you're getting energy that comes back to you. So for example, if you are helping somebody out and they don't at least say thank you, and they always want you to do these favors for them, and they always want you to go the extra mile for them, but they're not giving back to you, that's something you really need to pay attention to with the High Priestess. And pay attention to any bad habits that you have, or bad habits that people are projecting onto you, where it's like they're trying to influence you to do something. They're trying to influence you to do something that you should not be doing, like drugs and alcohol, for example, for 2024. Learning about your intuition, learning about what that means. I was going to say something else, but I just paused. That was weird. Okay. Maybe this card's going to see. Eight of Cups reversed. What have you been ignoring? What have you been refusing to leave alone, to let down? Some people are so stuck in their unhealthy patterns that you cannot save them. And you can try for 8 years, your whole life, 40 years. And it's just energy wasted. And then you get upset and you get all caught up in your feelings, and you have to juggle so much with the Two of Pentacles here. Having a lot going on, feeling like, oh gosh, like it's one thing after the other that I have to keep balancing for other people. That's something to pay attention to in the year of 2024. Is, am I taking on too many people's burdens and they don't even do anything? They don't even thank me, at least. Because sometimes people can't really help you depending on their circumstance. But if they can at least like talk, and they can tell you like, thank you, I appreciate it, that's something to pay attention to. Okay, we have Hope at the bottom of the deck. And we have Wait for Winter. During the colder months, the Fairy Queen of Winter will help you manifest your most heartfelt wishes, as long as your intentions are for the highest good of all. The winter leading into 2024 is being emphasized. When you're manifesting for the new year, be very mindful when you're manifesting for the new year of how you want certain things to look like. You can be general if you want, but I feel like for you guys, maybe be very specific about, like, I want to do this, I want to do that. And even if you don't know, then yes, you can be general. Moderation. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Oh gosh, I feel like that triggered you guys, me reading that sentence. Try to eat mindfully and healthfully. Although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. I'm being drawn to the purple candles. Again, there's that psychic, intuitive energy there with the purple candles. And this is a very abundant, fancy table there. I'm going to pull another tarot card for you all, group number 2. I feel like these two cards are very self-explanatory, so I'm not going to really go into them. Okay. We have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck as well. There might be some relationship issues. Yeah, we see these cards at the bottom of the deck. I do see that at the bottom of the deck, there is relationship issues. Yeah. If any of you read tarot as well, I mean, you see these energies. Temperance. Okay. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Oh, I pulled the King of Wands because I was like, I don't even know what card I pulled for you all. The King of Wands. The Five of Wands reversed poked its head out. We have the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is a similar message to group number 1. I feel like a collective message for everyone for 2024 is pretty much like connecting to your own soul, connecting to your own intuition, as well as leaving unhealthy patterns and unhealthy people behind. Because the King of Wands is giving you the message here for 2024, go for what you want to see manifest. Go for what you desire and think about how that is going to happen. How are you going to get what you want? And the moderation card is saying, even though you're going to feel a lot of determination and passion to take action on what you want, don't burn yourself out doing that. And work with your intuition with the High Priestess. Okay, group number 2. That is all that I'm picking up for you all. I hope that this somehow helped. I know the cards, sometimes they get a little bit unorganized, but sometimes when you're reading and you're channeling, it just happens like that. I hope you all have a great 2024, which will be here before we know it. Bye, everyone.